Right away.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Grab Phoenix back with another live video today. For those of you that are higher here in the chat, it is me and Dayyan, Reptiliatus here. We are going to be talking reptiles for the next 40 minutes, hour, however long we decide to stay in, however long you guys want to watch for. We are going to be chatting and taking questions, so that'll be awesome. If you're watching not live, please enjoy the video after this. It will be filled with talking and updates and opinions. So if you're interested, definitely stay. And before we get into the conversation, if you are interested in any merch from me, that's t-shirts. There's, I think, 5 different styles or designs. You guys can go into the description down below and you guys can see the designs. If you're in the States, it's like 23 bucks. And then $5 shipping or something like that. So it's pretty good. If you guys are interested, go check it out. If anybody buys a shirt while we're live, I actually have an app on my phone where I can see whoever bought it. So I will give you a shout out if you guys buy anything. Incentive, maybe, I don't know. But
oh, for sure.
There we go. So we can get started. What's going on, everybody in chat? Hey, Steve. Hey, Sasha. Hey, Justin. I saw the other Justin as well. How's it going, you guys? I guess
see Yeti's saying nice. Oh, Yeti's saying nice haircut too. See?
Thanks, buddy. I try. I was editing a video yesterday of like long-haired Mike. And it was so weird. I was like, wow, I really do look different.
Yeah, man, looking sharp.
Thank you, thank you. I guess, how are things with you? What's new? Let's get some Dayyan updates.
Oh, all right. Well, I think I'm full of surprises here.
No,
most of the updates I want to give have to be surprises, but
true.
Let's just say I have a few things coming up that I am excited to share. So the biggest things are going to be surprises, unfortunately. One of which you know, the other you don't. And then I guess what's new, I'm working on 2 videos. I have the biopod video that I've been working on, which I guess for some is a big surprise that I had the pleasure of visiting biopod headquarters, unfortunately, while you were away. And yeah, it was an amazing trip. So I had the opportunity to do some filming there, the experience we had. And so I've been it's been a bit on the back burner there, but I'm working on compiling all the footage together and make a nice video to share that experience.
Nice.
And otherwise, I have another video that I'm working on where I visited a friend of mine who has his own recording studio, and he does a bit of, I guess, like hardscaping, dryscaping, if you want to call it that. And he talks about his experience with that and how he got into it and why he enjoys it. So a few videos on the way. Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome. So why don't you, well, I guess you can, but do you want to talk about your biopod experience? How was it?
Sure. Yeah, I can. So, pardon?
I don't even know what exactly went down.
Yeah, absolutely. I can share. So, let's see. Keith and I arrived at the Calgary airport around the same time.
Nice.
For those of you that don't know, Keith is the founder or the owner and operator, along with his wife Yvonne, of Reptiles Are Us. It's a Canadian-based company that produces some amazing animals and also sells a lot of dry goods. You know, brands like Arcadia, blah blah blah, Pangea. Anywho, and so we took a cab to headquarters and we met up with Tom. Jared was there too briefly, but I guess he wasn't really feeling so well. So I had the opportunity to meet him, but didn't see him the rest of the time, unfortunately.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, he caught a bug or something in China, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but
I caught several bugs in China.
Yeah, hopefully he's doing better now. But
he's okay now.
Yeah. So But yeah, so we met and in the boardroom. We went through some information on Biopod, the technology, the process of kind of like getting to where the product is at now. And it was really interesting to see that, like, I guess you can call it an organic process, is just the way that, they learned things as they went along, and how they, I guess, tweak things as they learned how to more effectively make the product better. And that was really interesting. So we even got to like hold some of the components. It was like almost like a dissected biopod, and they passed around some of the different parts, and it was neat to kind of have that hands-on experience too.
Nice.
Yeah, and I will say ahead of time, like, everybody at Biopod is so nice. Like, it was really cool, like, to chat with everybody. I mean, I don't think I got the impression it wasn't just putting on a show. Like, they were really friendly and like down to earth. You just kind of felt like you were friends with everybody already, like, and that was really cool. Sort of like it's not that it was informal, but it was, it just made you kind of feel at home for that whole, however brief experience it was that we were there. It was only a day and a half or a bit more, but anywho. So yeah, and we even got to see some of the city. Tom took us down like Calgary City.
Nice.
And
did you guys ever go to Pisces?
We did. We went to
Nice.
Pisces, which was pretty sick. Holy moly, that's a big.
You can see why I work there.
Oh yeah, that was a huge pet store. Like, wow,
it's crazy.
Yeah, and that living wall and everything is. You guys have marmosets and like, something else, and the planet tanks are very nice, very nice.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I'll tell the 37 people that are here right now, which, if you want to, please do share this video. It's not going to hurt anybody. But my buddy that does the whole reptile, he's in charge of all the reptiles and the breeding and stuff that goes on there. He's got probably 200 snakes, something like that, in his own collection. And I really am trying to nail him down on a date for his reptile room tour, because I think that would be awesome.
That would be sick.
Yeah. And he's got, and it's not like, oh yeah, I have like 300 ball pythons and 2 corn snakes. He's got like olive pythons, emerald tree boas, green tree boas. He inherited essentially the largest collection of Amazon tree boas in Canada. So he's got so much cool stuff. And he's got, what's something else that's cool? Black, white-lipped, but it's black.
Those are beautiful. Those are amazing.
It's the most iridescent snake that I've seen.
Yeah,
it's incredible.
Exactly. Yeah, I would say arguably more iridescent than like a Brazilian rainbow for sure.
And his was black. It wasn't one of the brown ones. So it was even more like. I just saw it. I was like, damn. And it was in terrible, like, shitty basement lighting where I saw it, and it was still like, holy crap.
That's sick. Yeah, man. I for one am looking forward to that.
Yeah. I hope to get it done.
Sweet.
I'm trying to get him to tell me a date. Like, I've been pestering him for months and months. And originally he was like, well, I'm going to make my own YouTube channel and then like make a couple videos, and then you can come over and we can kind of cross promote. Well, I can promote him. And then I don't know if that's going to happen. So I'm really hoping he'll just be like, yeah, come on over. Like,
he's just like, I'm not getting around to it yet. Just come over. That'd be sweet.
Yeah. Well, he's he's not tech savvy at all. So another one of my buddies from Pisces was going to film and edit it for him and just post it to him, because I mean, he just likes the process. So I don't know if that's going to happen, but yeah. So I hope that happens pretty soon. For those of you guys that are in chat, I know Dayyan knows this already, but I'm going to Jungle Jewel Exotics, the dart frog heaven of Calgary. Hey, what's up? Keith's in chat now, or Yvonne, one of the two.
Hey.
I'm going there on Saturday, so I'll be doing a live stream from there, and as well as filming a couple videos. So hopefully, if you guys have any questions or like video ideas that you want to see on dart frogs, let me know. Maybe comment it on my last video that I posted yesterday, the reptile room tour, because right now it's live, so
Right.
I'll lose it into the abyss. It is Keith. Okay, right on. Okay, so we'll stop chatting amongst us for right now, and we'll start answering a couple questions right now. Derp Gaming, what kind of lychee is Java?
Ah, the fun question. Okay, so Java is an unknown lychee. And what I mean by that is that when I acquired Java, he was basically Kijiki's not international, right? That's just Canadian, isn't it?
It's Canadian, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So basically, what do I compare it to? Like a penny saver or something? Or I don't know.
In the States, it would be equivalent to like a Craigslist.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So for those of you familiar with like Craigslist, we have something in Canada called Kijiji. I don't know who came up with the name or what it stands for, but in any case, there was an ad there for a Lichianis. And basically, I drove over to the family's house. They lived like 50 minutes away from my home. And yeah, they had Jabba for sale. He came in a tank with everything. Ah, hey, buddy. And basically, yeah, the first thing I was curious to ask was, I asked him, I said, hey, what's the backstory? He looked healthy and everything. His tank was a bit dirty, but whatever. They basically said, like, we bought this guy as a cool pet for my youngest daughter, but she's scared of him because he like barks at her and tries to bite her every time she goes in the tank. And the first thing I'm thinking is like, wow, like who buys a lychee as like their little kid's pet? Like, you got some dough. No, I'm kidding. But I asked.
No, you're not. Seriously.
Well, yeah, no. I mean, so I asked, okay, cool. Like, I mean, I was definitely gonna take him. He's a beautiful Lichianus, but I asked what locality he was, and they said, oh, he's New Caledonian. So like they don't know. I don't know. They don't. I asked where
Like,
they got him from.
right.
So yeah, I was like, good job. But like, what island? Like, so. I mean, long story short, they don't remember who they got him from or anything like that. So honestly, I don't know. It wouldn't even be worth guessing because some type, like he's an island type by the looks of it, but he could be crossed. Like, I don't know. So I really he's just Java. And whenever Java and Leela produce young, I offer them as Bayonnaise X Lichianus because Leela is the only one that I can say was purchased as a Bayonnaise lychee. But otherwise,
pure?
She's supposedly pure. I don't have paperwork for her, but I bought her from someone who supposedly imported her from the States. So as like a young animal. And then I bought her as a sub-adult and kept her for a while before pairing her up with Jabba. So yeah, for Derp Gaming, hopefully that answers your question. So yeah, we'll never know, unfortunately, unless they barcode all the lychees, and I feel like doing that, which I probably won't. Even then, who knows? Honestly.
Yeah, I looked into genetic testing for my red Ackies because my buddy works at a lab and he's worked in a lab for many years, and he's a very biologically minded person. And actually, I'm going to hang out with him later tonight. And he is, I asked him, he's like, dude, like, because I said, okay, so if I found online what specific genes, hopefully several, are different between the yellow and the red Ackies, could I isolate that? And he's like, yeah, you could. You could just have a tag, and then whenever you code their DNA, the RNA will pair to it, and then
Right.
And I was like, okay, so how much does that cost? He's like, well, each tag is about $15, but the actual genetic screening is like several thousand. So like, damn it. Why didn't you start with the several thousand?
Yeah, no, exactly. Actually, my friend, the one I interviewed yesterday for this other video, he owns a yellow Ackie.
Nice.
Yeah. But I have to say, I don't see those anymore.
Yellows
I
are
only
not
see the
common. I
reds.
actually co-own 3. I don't think
Huh.
I've ever shared that with anybody before.
Well, I think we're
And
all touched.
yeah, I think so. So they all 50, I guess 8 of you, including Dayyan, now know that. But yeah, actually the guy that has all the snakes has a trio of yellow Ackies.
Someone asked what I'm drinking. Water.
Coffee, because I got up at 5:30 this morning after 5 hours of sleep and then worked all day.
Oh, excellent, excellent.
Okay, let's scroll through some chat here. Let's see.
Yeah, seriously, there are some. Whew, there's quite the.
How's the new geckos, Mike? They're good. You can see them right back there. Rob, I hope you're not in this chat right now. Or for that matter, my girlfriend, because last night we had a very interesting time. I was Instagram live streaming and I came downstairs and I was like, hey, look, I'm going to show all the geckos to the Instagram live stream. And they had all escaped. All 4 of them. So thankfully, and I don't know what kind of luck it was, but they're all on top of the cage. Like they're all, I had a folded piece of paper towel to keep in some humidity, and they're all like sitting in and or under or around that. So that was a major panic moment because
Oh yeah.
it's like, oh, I just got 4 geckos shipped to me and they're all gone.
It's funny because you'd think like 1 or 2 would still be in the enclosure. It's almost like they're like, oh, they're leaving. I'm gonna leave too.
Yeah, it's like they're because immediately they're starting to do like their dominance thing with their little tail wiggling and like kind of showing each other up and figuring out the new lay of the land.
Little systematic effort.
Yeah, exactly. And then of course the lights go off and they're all like, okay, squad assemble, escape, like run.
Go, 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 he's coming back.
I heard the door open, shit. Yeah, no, it was wild. That was a crazy stream.
Suspense.
Repasture Pangea.
Wow. Depends, not kidding. In my experience, Pangea, for sure. Not because Keith's watching, because of my experience. Honestly, like I'll say I used to use Repashy. I'm not gonna say it's a bad product. It's a meal replacement diet. But a few years ago I switched to Pangea and I purchased it through Keith and Yvonne. So like I said, Reptiles are us. If you're in Canada, they provide it.
Or not in Canada. They do ship.
Or not in Canada, yeah, they'll ship to you.
Yeah.
I switched to Pangea for my lychees, and I literally got like 2 extra clutches of eggs out of my lychees from making that switch.
Wow.
So it stands for something, you know. It's been put to practice.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, because Keith is not watching, in case you saw in the chat. I actually use Repashy all the time too, or used to, and then yeah, ever since I got Pangea I actually tried Pangea first from Darwin's Gecko or Darwin's Reptile here in Calgary. And the same thing, like I noticed that A, they were eating it more readily, and B, they just looked nicer. I don't know if that was my conditions or if it was the food or what, but I do like Pangea quite a bit. So
yeah, I find the animals put weight on better. Like I don't think it's bad weight, but like Leela, which is my female Leachianus for a while. Before I made that switch, he kind of lost some weight after laying the first clutch or 2, and I was a bit concerned. And when I switched them on to Pangea, like you were saying, I forgot to add, like they were wiping the dishes dry, like spotless, which is a huge difference because with Repashy there was always some left over. There was nothing left over. Sorry, I keep leaning. I'm scratching. I have a bunch of mosquito bites on my leg. But it's just they lick it dry, and Leela just put all this good healthy weight back on and was maintaining a healthy weight. So it's good stuff for sure. And I've used the apricot. Is it apricot banana? Something apricot. I've used that one,
I don't know.
and right
This is the
now
one
they're the fruit and insects one.
the banana and papaya.
That's the one you're using?
Yeah, that's the one that I have right now.
I haven't tried that yet.
Yeah. And then, of course, we got the representation from the nation of the UK with the Arcadia. You can't see that because I'm at a really weird angle, but that stuff I swear by. Like, just talking to John personally and Keith and everybody that uses Arcadia, I'm stoked. I have a brand new Aki tank that's sitting waiting for me to get it ready, but they have I got a 14% UVB bulb from Arcadia for that tank, and I also have a UV index meter right here from work. So
nice.
I can take some. I'm gonna make a video once I get everybody switched over, because I'm not willing to admit how not good the UV in my Aki monitor tank is right now. So I switched the UV out, so it is better now, but it needs to be a lot higher. So full disclosure to everybody that, you know, is watching, I guess. Andrew Cox said that, what did he say about much better feeding response and better weight gain on Pidgeot? Yeah. Yeah. That's what we were saying. Like, it's, I mean, Bane hardly would ever touch his Rapashi. And then when I put in Pangea, the whole bowl was gone for like a week straight. I'd walk in and she's gone. And it is lick clean. There's not like, it's not around the corners. There's none. It's just straight clean. Where my Crested Gecko doesn't eat that much. Like, she just doesn't eat it that much. But with her Rapashi, you'd never be able to tell how much she ate. But with this, you can actually see the little lap marks and how much she's taken out. So that's kind of nice.
I was trying to address a few comments.
Sure.
I don't know what, I think, what's his face? The Sore Dude is just trolling.
Sore Dude?
Sore Ecstatic. I don't know. Where is he? Anyway. Unless I don't know what he's saying. Fake Tiki's geckos? I don't get it.
Who knows?
You can elaborate if you want, Sore. We'll try to answer that. And then someone asked, Tim Sudell asked why the misting system's so expensive. I guess he means the Mist King. Mist Kings are expensive. Well, I mean, I guess he thinks it is, but I mean, I will say they're a bit expensive. I mean, the nozzles are like $20 a piece.
Okay, yeah. If you buy it's not too. Or go ahead. I'll let you, and then I'll talk.
Oh no, that's fine. Yeah. Well, I mean, I have the ultimate system because I was foreshadowing that I'll need the pressure and everything. So you can do like a stupid amount of tanks with one of those.
Is that
I actually have the Pardon?
It's like beginner is ultimate the highest, or the middle?
Because I think the middle is advanced.
Yes, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So I actually own an advanced unit and an ultimate.
Damn.
The advanced is not in use yet, but it will be. I'm sure it will be soon. But the ultimate was like, I want to say around $500 or something like that, Canadian, give or take, maybe a bit more. And then all the attachments that didn't come with it that I needed, like it was honestly, probably another $500 by the end of it. But it is Z grade. I would say it's probably, honestly, it's the best, I would say. Like, I haven't tried every system on the market, but I would say it's arguably the best misting system on the market. I mean, it can run dry and not become damaged, which none of the other ones, to my knowledge, can. And I've let mine go dry a few times and nothing happens, which is a very important feature to have if you ever get lazy and forget. Because if it burns out the motor, you're done, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's like, My opinion about Miss King is for the base model, it goes for 145 Canadian, unless that's gone up over the last whatever 6 months or 4 months that I've been away from Pisces. But yeah, I mean the nozzles and stuff are expensive, but they're so much better than Exoterra nozzles and stuff like that. Like you're paying for what you get. Yeah, it's more money, but I've owned two Exoterra monsoons, both crashed out after like 3 weeks or a month using it.
Seriously?
And that's keeping it full, doing like I don't know what I was doing wrong or whatever, but it like the one time it was on Rango's cage when I had him, and it dumped the whole reservoir in one day, and it was upstairs in one misting, like
Yeah,
the
no, no,
whole
no. I
reservoir.
get it. It glitched out and just.
And then from then on, like it did the same thing. I was like, okay, well, I'll try it again, shut it off, reset it, do it again, and then it did the same damn thing. And I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and I was upstairs on carpet. It's not like down here where I'm just on like linoleum floor.
That sucks.
So yeah, my parents weren't too thrilled.
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, it's tricky, right? Because if it actually is $140 something, and that's a pretty solid deal. I think a lot of people are maybe not turned off by misting, but if you just have one tank and you want to put through a misting system on it, you probably don't want to go through the hassle of building a reservoir and all that jazz. But you really should, because it's worth it.
It is. It'll
For
last
the
you the whole life.
quality.
Like
Yeah, it's not going to go anywhere. Like I've had zero issues with mine. Now I will say though, there is some room in the market or whatever for someone to like fill this void to create a single unit for a single tank. And I think Exoterra's trying to do that because they came out with this little mini one and stuff. But they've told me, and they claim that they've fixed all the kinks and everything that the previous units had. So I can't say anything about that yet. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna put it to the test. Hopefully they pardon?
You got that sent to you, didn't you?
Yeah, but I have yet to use it. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Give it a shot, right? But yeah, so misting systems aren't cheap, bottom line. Like
no. And then there's some you can get for like a decent price, like the Reptile and stuff, but those don't even waste your money. That's my opinion on them.
I know. I mean, I no offense to Zoomed, okay, but like that fogging or that misting system, literally in the back of our store, there's like 4 of them on the like broken item shelf.
Yeah, they're awful.
Like people just bring them back in less than a week every time, unfailingly. So probably a little worse than the monsoon. Again, maybe they've switched things up and made it work better, but a lot of like potential in the product. It was kind of a nifty idea the way it was set up, but yeah, honestly, just buy Miss King.
Yeah, it's more expensive, you guys, but save the money and get it. Like it, just incorporate that into the cost of the tank and stuff. Like just add $140 or probably less in the States, but I know that the monsoons are dirt cheap in the States, but here in Calgary, we were selling the monsoons at Pisces for I think $150. So I think $140. So the Miss Kings were $5 more. And yeah, you don't get a reservoir, but you can go like literally. Mine's over here. I bought a Tupperware tub from Walmart and drilled a hole in the side. And there you go.
Like, but some people don't want to do that, and then they're scared it's gonna leak. And
I guess
so. Like but still, I think that's better because then you have control of how big your reservoir is too, right? Like, so you don't have to fill it up as often.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you want to go gung ho with like a crazy setup, I mean, there's so much more you could do with the Miss King because I mean, think for like a zoo or something. You have an RO system feeding a 75-gallon tank and an ultimate, so you get 72 misting nozzles. That'll last you a month, like you know. It's
no, that I mean, I think most zoos, I can say with confidence, most zoos probably use Miss Kings.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Absolutely.
Jonathan, okay, noob. I should say technological noob question here. if I want to specifically answer one person's comments here, do I just put an @ and then their user?
If you want to address it in chat, yes, we can answer it here. If it's
That's true. But if I want to type it out,
yeah, so you just hit @ and then you start typing his name, and it should have like if I type in RE, I get Reptiles R Us Canada and Reptiliatus. So if I tag you in the comment and then say it, it'll have like a green bar next to it, so it'll get your attention.
It's just weird because when I type it and then I like actually send it off, or maybe is it only highlighted for them?
Yeah.
Ah, okay, that explains it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's keep going. I was going to answer a comment just like, or I guess I could say it. I was just going to tell Jonathan Bacon that technically speaking, I'm not sponsored by Exoterra. They just have, I guess you could say, an arrangement with me that they want to send me products to do reviews on. And so like when they come out with new things, or not always new, but like different products they'd like to show, they send me some periodically, and then I'm going to be making like review videos on them based on my experience using the product and whatnot. So I wouldn't, it's hard to know exactly what to call it. I would just say like a product review arrangement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that'd be awesome. Even to get on like a new company, like either one, Zoom-Ed or like a smaller company as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just to get like on something like that. With dude. Well, it basically, I mean, we're both in Canada, so that's through Keith.
Yeah. Man can dream.
Well, I mean, there might be something in the mail that I can't talk about yet.
Yeah, I'm sure there is. I know. I know you too.
Start Reptiliatus reviews. Oh, there you go. That's kind of catchy.
Yeah, that's Dylan over there, my buddy. If you guys like aquascaping, you should follow his channel.
I assume that's the guy that you interviewed?
Nope, not yet. But I told him I'm going to. He's my colleague at work. And
cool.
He is a very, very good aquascaper.
Does he have an IG?
He does. Well, wait. Let me see.
Oh, I'm gonna check if
channel
anybody got any shirts.
Pardon?
I'm gonna check if anybody got any shirts today.
Yeah, you should check that. He has Instagram and YouTube. Would anyone recommend a crested gecko or a gargoyle over the other?
Nope.
I don't know.
Go ahead.
No, you go. You can answer that.
What was the question?
Who's asking? Super Zach B was saying, would anyone recommend a crested gecko or a gargoyle gecko over the other? I've actually never really kept gargoyles. Like I've worked with them and taken care of them at the store I work at, but I haven't owned one personally. I do know like more or less what there is to know about them, but
yeah, I mean, I'm the same way. I know how to take care of them. I've not personally kept them, but I mean, it's not too bad. My buddy has one. I think it's just what you like more. Like, if you like, I'm gonna say crested geckos are prettier, and gargoyle geckos are more like regal and kind of interesting, in my opinion. They're much different looking. Like, there's nothing that really looks like them.
They get a lot bigger too.
Yeah, that's true too. So, I think gargs are also a little bit more iffy to, like, when it comes to housing together and breeding. From what I've heard, they can be a lot more aggressive in that way. But I don't know if that's true or not. I've never tried to breed them. Justin, my buddy Justin, he's picking up his 48 by 24 by 24 dart frog tank. Ooh, dude, I'm ready. I will come down to Vegas, or up to Vegas, I guess, from Phoenix. We just got to plan it out. I am down like a clown from Chinatown, Charlie Brown. Are you going to the WCRE Saturday or Sunday, Mike and Reptiliatus? Are you going? I can kind of safely say that that Dayyan is not going to go to that.
What's this? Where am I seeing
It's
that?
their
Oh,
Western Canada Reptile Expo.
no, unfortunately not. Unless Mike wants to buy me a ticket.
I was just going to say,
No.
boys' weekend, but no, that's like a trip that me and my girlfriend do every year, so she'd be choked. But yes, I will be there. I'll be there on Saturday, probably as it opens. I will certainly be there. I'm gonna be buying a bunch of stuff, so mostly dry goods, unless something shiny catches my eye. What else do we got? At home herping, for sure. Getting excited. Yeah, Justin, I'm down. I am game. I have a crested gecko in a bioactive vivarium. He has just dropped his tail. He got dirt in the wound and is healing with the dirt okay. I mean, chances are he'll be fine. If you are very concerned about it, what I would do is take it, and maybe Dayyan has a better remedy for this, but me personally, I'd have one of the large critter keepers put paper towel, like a fake plant in there, give him a bath, wash out the wound a little bit, and then put a little bit of polysporin on it. And then that will just prevent any infections and remove the risk of anything getting in his open wound.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just like keep it on the dry. Well, I mean, honestly, I find when they drop their tails, I've never seen a drop tail like wound get infected. But
me neither. I haven't either.
Yeah, I mean, it always helps to just get the dirt out of it if there is, and they usually run around on the ground. Yeah, just like rinse it off, and like Mike said, if you do use the polysporin, just make sure it's not the one with. Is it like a pain relief or something in it? I know one of them is, I'm pretty sure, lethal to chameleons, so I would assume it can probably have some kind of negative effect on other reptiles.
Yeah.
I think it's like, anyway, yeah, just like the plain normal polysporin. I've used it on satanic leaf-tail geckos before with zero issues, so I would see no issues using it on them either. But I wouldn't worry about it. It should be fine. I agree. Uromastics. They are pretty awesome.
Uromastics? Yeah, they're cool. Yes. They're a great reptile that doesn't eat they're a great reptile that doesn't eat reptiles. They're a great reptile that doesn't eat insects, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Hey, Steve, you're not on the game, bro. What can I say?
Thanks, Alex. That was kind of douchey.
What's that even do?
He's like something about a hairline. What did he say? I don't even know. Oh, what the heck? The Alex guy was like hairline looking like a saw blade or something. So I was like, whose? And then he's like, yours, F the other guy, or something like that. I was like, oh, thanks.
Yeah, mine. I mean, I'll be bald in the next like 20 years. Let's be real.
Oh, buddy, don't even get me started. Don't even get me started. I'm already accepting defeat. It's over.
It's
Receding hairline of life.
Oh, I know.
Oh, man.
Jolene Lee. No, I'm not. I'm in my room. This is not a background. This is...
That's there.
This is real life. Rip Bike's hair. True. I'm almost shopping at McDonald's. We almost got the M going.
Oh, man. Don't worry.
I know, it's not that bad. That was like my worst fear when I was getting it cut. I was like, am I going to have receding hairline?
It's all good, dude. I had longer hair before, and I was just like, you know what? It's time to accept. Got it short. It don't look as bad. We'll see.
All right,
I might.
guys,
maybe I'll try.
You have?
Yeah. It's all green screen. Don't lie. Love it, Coop.
Yeah, it's true. This cat is actually a burrito. Ugh.
Hey,
Oh yes, kitty love. Don't
Maine
you
Coon?
call? Hmm. Sorry?
Is it a Maine Coon?
No. I don't know. It's just a cat, a rescue cat. I don't know what kind of cat it is.
Cute.
He was found on the streets.
Living the life.
What do you think of fire skinks? My buddy has one. They're not really my forte because you really don't see them that often.
No. They're pet holes.
But yeah, that's a good way of explaining it. Actually, they're pet holes. Is very true.
Just disappear and come out once in a while. But when they do, they're pretty animals.
Oh yeah, they're gorgeous animals. You just never see them.
No.
What else we got going on here? You have pet cockroaches that are extinct in the wild? What cockroaches? I find that hard to believe. I mean, I'm not saying it's not true. That's crazy. What time is it there? It's 10 to 6 for me and 10 to 8 for Dayyan?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, he probably has. There's a few cockroaches that are in the hobby right now in Europe that are in the States too.
Simandua cave roach.
Yes.
Cool.
Exactly. They're really cool looking too. If only we were allowed to have those here.
Aren't you allowed to have cockroaches?
You guys are allowed to have cockroaches?
No, aren't you? I thought Ontario was able to.
No.
Oh.
Not technically. I mean, everybody has them, but we're not allowed to.
Yeah. I know a couple of people that have them, and it's like, oh, I want some, please.
I know. It sucks.
Could you imagine? My parents coming home and like, Mom, I'm breeding cockroaches. They're illegal. She'd be like, oh, yeah, there's the door. Don't let it hit you on the way out.
Bring your friends, too.
Since I have 2 new tanks, are we getting 2 new build videos? Oh, you guys are going to be getting, like, build videos out the ass. I have a Lychee tank to build. I have a Aki tank to do. I have to redo the Pumilio tank. I'm going to be setting up. I have a couple other tanks that I have that are I don't have an animal for, but I'll probably have to set up another day gecko tank. Yeah, it's going to be bananas. That's why tonight I'm just like, I have so much to do. Like, you should see my basement. It looked like a bomb went off out there. My room is like moderately clean because like nothing's in here.
Mine's pretty bad too, my reptile room. I mean, like, doesn't really matter soon, but
when, okay, can we get like a partial spoiler? Like, when is this announcement gonna happen?
hopefully next week.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Hopefully. Yeah.
Soon though. Not like 6 months from now.
No. Hopefully next week.
Okay, no, wait. Which one? The one I don't know or the one I know?
The one you know, but probably the one you don't know too.
Oh, okay.
So double win. These guys are just like, what is going on?
I know. Everybody's so confused.
You won't be. If you follow me, you won't be.
True.
You won't be confused.
Yeah, everybody go to subscribe to Dayyan while he's here. Gotta hashtag bring Dayyan back to Calgary.
Yeah.
Everybody's just chatting amongst themselves in the chat.
It's because we're boring now. We're just,
yeah.
Where are you? Oh, nice.
Where do I get my
I'm basically in Guelph, Ontario, Steve Griffiths.
Nice.
So not exactly close to Buffalo, but not exactly far either.
Steve, you should we could bring you on next call or a call or something like that. Like if you have a laptop and a link, I can send you a link. Where do I get my bromeliads? They're so hard to find in Canada. Well, I get them from a guy out east, a good buddy named Kevin. I'm actually getting 40 more tomorrow. So if anybody needs bromeliads, you know, hit me up.
Is that who, like, but Biopod gets theirs from somewhere else, right?
Biopod, yeah.
Don't they have their own supplier?
Yeah. Not their own supplier.
Well, like someone that they are dealing with themselves that's not Kevin, right?
We import them. Not yet, Kevin.
Yeah.
I hope. I'm trying to convince Jared to bring him on the team.
Nice.
But we'll keep that on the DL. Mike, how's the biotank going? Biotank? Do you mean the biopod? It's going well. I mentioned in my reptile room tour that like I didn't trust it, and that's not what I meant. Like somebody's like, "Wow, somebody who works for the company and doesn't even trust putting their own animal in there." I was like, "Okay, like, not like that." Like I just haven't set it up. I haven't upgraded the software. I haven't programmed it yet. Like it's just not ready for him, and it's not the top of my list. He's doing fine in the tank he's in right now, so I'm not in any rush to throw him into a new tank. And honestly, it just looks nice. Like,
oh yeah, it looks sick.
Yours looks great. Yours is doing really well.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, you know, we'll have to talk about that later, but I can't see it from the app. Like I can't, like I'm having issues logging in with the user and information Tom gave me. So
yeah,
we'll have to discuss that.
Yeah. Mike, would I like a baby leopard gecko? I'm going to be breeding them soon. You're probably in the States, so you wouldn't be able to ship them to either of us, or not cheaply. And I am not in the market for a leopard gecko. Trent says Mike thrive, not survive. Yeah, I know. Like he's doing well. I mean, I don't know how he's going to do in the new biopod. I really don't. Like, I'm not going to lie. I'm sure he'll do fine and he'll thrive, but he's getting UV in there. Like, it's not really any different.
Not exactly. Do you find that the biopod, like, can achieve the really warm temperatures you need in terms of the soil for the leopard gecko to thrive?
Oh yeah, I've recorded mine getting to like 40-something degrees Celsius.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, I have it set up slightly different though. Like I have it so the false bottom is there, and then the coil is wrapped on top of the false bottom.
Okay. Yeah, because I feel like the false bottom would really get in the way of the heat actually emanating up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Trent, any ideas on my beardie wants to run away from you when I get her out? Is there a hornworm in the vicinity? No. Something edible she's trying to get to.
Yeah. Where does a heat from bottom? And kind of top, but the infrared only goes down like an inch or two into the tank. It doesn't actually heat all that much. Jesse, I use the Olympus OMD EM10 Mark II. And Dayyan uses his phone because he's a legend. I actually don't understand. Like, most people with phones have such shitty audio and such... Well, most people also don't edit when they use their phones, so I think that has something to do with it.
That's true.
But, like...
I take so many cuts. And then, but I have just recently started bringing this around everywhere I go so then I can use it for my audio. So I have like a separate audio track that I have to match with my video.
Yeah,
But
see,
it makes things better, right? It
'cause
is annoying because I have to set it up with my laptop. So I actually bring my laptop, set it there, start recording it through like Final Cut with the mic. Yeah, it's tedious. It's not something I can do in the field per se, but just until I get a proper camera that I can mount like a separate mic on.
field herping with Dayyan. Hold on, you guys, let me plug in my laptop.
No, it's running away.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man, I use my phone, Coop. It's not even a new iPhone. It's the iPhone 6S. Little shameless advertising.
I still got the iPhone 6. I'm waiting for the 8 to come out, and then I'll buy the 7 Plus. Because we know that'll be in like September. So
I heard it's supposed to be later, but I don't care. Like, I'm very I don't know if conservative is the word, but I'll buy a phone and excuse me, and I won't like upgrade till this one like craps out on me. Basically, like I had an iPhone 4S till the 6S came out. Basically,
well,
so
yeah, I upgrade like after. Typically, it's every 2 years, like when my contract runs out.
right.
Because
I'm just on tab with Kudo, so.
Okay, well there you go.
Yeah.
Hey Mike, what's the max temp a biopod can reach? The highest I've seen mine was about like I think it got to like 100 Fahrenheit. So it can get hot. It's just not great for like crazy baskers, I guess, because they will it just won't work because there's no basking light, which yeah.
Yeah, that's the one thing.
Yeah, I'm full disclosure, I have no knowledge if it's in works or not, but that's what needs to happen. We need to get a basking light in there in the whatever new ones come out.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea. Yeah, I think Carolina vivariums, tips for your orchids and vivs. Not humidity and keep it epiphytic. I mean, it's not a design flaw. It's just how they built it. Like, it's really, honestly, the biopod is great for frogs, great for salamanders, great for that kind of like fish tank and stuff. For a lot of reptiles, it's just not perfect. Not perfect yet. So.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Could be like a part you can attach to.
Yeah, that would be cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was telling Tom there should be a CO2 diffuser upgrade you can get for the aquas.
That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. Justin, we can Facebook chat later tonight if you want. Like, I'm down. The only thing I'd be doing tonight is I have to eat, and I might be going over to my buddy's house for a little bit, but I'm down whenever. Release date has been pushed back to September now. So that's all I can say.
I'm excited.
It'll be cool. I don't know if you know this, Dayyan, but I will tell you after the stream because I cannot make it public. So
Sure.
Not yet, at least. It will be public. At home herping, how do you think I should convince my parents to let me get dart frogs? You already have 4 reptiles. Well, you can go out to my YouTube channel and type how to convince your parents to get a reptile, and then there's 2 videos.
Nice.
Well, but seriously, just prove that you can handle them. Make sure you get your facts right and like make it evident to your parents that they're not actually poisonous. Because if your parents do a Google search, it's like, Dendrobates, Leucomelas, and the first thing that comes up is poison dart frog. They're gonna be like, no, put the kibosh on that. No frog for you. But I hope you got that reference. Yeah, so that's that. Oh my goodness. Drunk stream with Mike and Reptiliatus. That video worked for my son. Oh man, a drunk video. I've only been drunk like twice.
What's this drunk stream?
With us too.
Oh,
he wants it. He wants it.
Okay, I was like, I assure you that didn't happen.
No, I was like, no.
It's like, this is not vodka, it's water.
Damn, chugging that vodka.
I know.
Okay, do you guys
I'm just trying to answer Avery here.
Oh, okay.
No, keep going. I'm typing. I'm trying to pay attention to like what you're saying and type, and it's like
I know.
a mile.
Actually, like it's a task.
Oh yeah, I write like a word a minute here. It's just like
Yeah, you guys, let's get in these final questions here, and then we're gonna wrap up the stream. We might keep it going for another like 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, depending on if we get into conversation. But Dan and I have some chatting to do, and I also need to go to the bathroom, so that's the thing. Have I heard of Acanthosora capra? No, I haven't.
I think I have. Let me just see real quick.
Genus seems very familiar. Acanth.
I'm gonna just quickly Google image and see if it's what I think it is. Yes.
Oh yeah. I didn't know that's what they're called, but yes.
If it's wild caught, you might have, some issues. But they're not generally very skittish, I don't think. They like to freeze instead of. If it's like a mountain horn dragon, they're not. I don't find them very flighty ever.
Yeah, even like mountain horn dragons are so chill from my experience.
Yeah, exactly. Same.
I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go hit the potty. So keep them entertained for a moment.
All right, guys. Cool. Hurry up, Mike. The clock is ticking. Okay, let's see here. Here's a question. Has anyone ever heard of a leopard lizard? I certainly have. Sandfish are pretty cool. Invertebrates and herps. They're pretty neat animals. We've actually had them at our shop before, and they're pretty sweet. It's really interesting to take them up over the sand and then put them down gently and just watch them like literally dive in like it's water. It's so neat. Do you keep insects? Avery Lopez. I'll be honest with you guys. So in Canada, we have some pretty strict rules about what you're allowed to keep in terms of insects. And pretty much the only insects that aren't banned would be feeder insects. So that being said, I did used to keep some insects I shouldn't have, and I no longer. Wow, that was fast. Holy mackerel. I think you deserve a medal there.
Steve, that's not how it works. Fight me.
I was just saying, wow, that was so fast. I think you deserve a medal.
Wait, for what?
If you just went to the washroom, that was pretty fast.
Oh, number one, not two.
Yeah, it's still pretty fast.
I know.
I mean, is the bathroom like is there a toilet like behind you there? Like,
it's a solid like 15 steps away.
Dang. Anyway, I was just saying they were asking if I keep insects. And I was getting to saying I used to, and I used to have a lot of insects I shouldn't have had. And I got to a point where I was like, honestly, this isn't worth it. Like, it's not worth the risk of it getting in trouble with the law or anything. I felt guilty. I used to have like I had phyllium or phyllium, however you pronounce it, like phasmids. I had like within the phasmid, I had quite a few different species. I had Malaysian jungle nymphs. I had like Malaysian giant leaf insects. I had what were the ones from Madagascar that the male's like bright blue with the little red wings. I can't remember the name. Anyways, I had loads of them. I had like 12 species of mantids. So, and then I just got completely out of it. I just like literally dropped it like it's hot. I was like, this is not worth. Just I can't do this anymore. Like it's so much work. I can't share the excitement with anyone because like it's all completely illegal. And mind you, like this type of illegal, yes, it is illegal. Is illegal. It's not right, but it's not like you're going to jail, at least to my knowledge. But anyways, I'm proud to say I don't have any of those things anymore. So, well, not proud. I'm sad to say, but you get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, technically, I have a lot of illegal reptiles in Alberta here. Technically, all dart frogs are banned, so that's great.
I thought that's not a thing anymore.
Nope. They just came out with their 2017 updated list, and endangered battids are on the list.
What? So what is Pisces going to do then? Because they have a bunch.
I don't like. I mean, what's Jungle Jewel going to do? I don't think it's.
Oh, true.
Yeah, like I don't think it's actually
enforced,
or like they don't care. I guess I don't know. Like, or maybe it's not 100% official or something. I don't know.
It just seems like such an uneducated bylaw. It's so frustrating.
Oh, it is. Like, why would you ban them? What, they're going to get out, and in the summer they're going to cook because it's so hot and like 30% humidity, or in winter they get out and they're going to freeze into a popsicle. Like,
is that even what it has to do with? I assumed it was just because people think they're still they're still poisonous.
I'm sure. I don't know what it has to deal with, but I'm sure it's a combination of both those things. So, yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, I was not. When I read that, I was like, are you shitting me?
Yeah, so like everybody's commenting here saying like foreign beetles are illegal in the States, but foreign cockroaches aren't. So, but people still keep them anyways. Like there's a lot of wishy-washy stuff like that, but I'm trying to stay away from it as much as I can. Like, I think the hardest one though is you really like everybody wants to keep roaches as feeders, and it sucks.
Yeah. Well, I thought Ontario Insect Farm had roaches for sale.
Maybe there was some kind of parthenogenic species or something that supposedly is legal because it's like in greenhouses or something.
Weird.
I don't know. There's some that's like, I think it's a subterranean species that like lives in the soil and it's very small and they come out at night and they're parthenogenic. I know the University of Guelph has a lot of them, like in some of the entomology labs will just like collect them and use them for random stuff. I thought about asking for some, but it seems a little wishy-washy. Like I've seen people say, no, like those are illegal, you can't sell them. And other people say you can. I mean, technically speaking, I have these little snails that I'm breeding that someone I know found them in her dart frog tank. And I don't know if they came in on a plant order or something. They're really small.
Oh, I haven't.
They're not aquatic.
I have them in my tank too.
Yeah, like, so like I don't know.
Really small.
Yeah, and they're flat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like there's a ton of those and they're really good for Europlatus. And I'm trying to breed them and technically I'm like, is this illegal? Like I don't know.
Oh.
Because they're not native, and so there's stuff like that. It's just like it's weird.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah, it really does.
And Canada's the last place that these things are going to become invasive. Mind you, like pathogens are always a risk, and you have to be fair and considerate of that possibility. But
yeah,
otherwise,
but I mean, you look at like if we were really giving a shit about like pathogens and viruses and like chytrid virus and stuff.
Yeah.
Do you know that dwarf aquatic frogs are natural carriers of chytrid? So that's how they think it's spreading so fast, is that because they come in on dwarf aquatic frogs and then somehow that touches a fish, which somehow touched a reptile, and then somehow gets into dart frogs. And so like Jared is like, will not buy fish from anywhere that have dwarf aquatic frogs in the same system.
No, it makes sense.
I thought that was kind of interesting.
It is. What's very interesting is to then figure out how they survive Chytrid and try and replicate that to save other species.
If they actually, if a dart frog survives, because I think like 10% of the frogs survive Chytrid, and then they actually become immune to it. So
that's very interesting.
I mean, it's like, okay, well, Turbo, come on.
Fidel Castro's Justin Trudeau's dad.
True.
What?
You guys are nuts. You're holding your beardy. I'm holding my 20-pound cat.
He's muffling the mic.
Is he?
No pun intended. Ha 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 ha. Tons of stuff carry Chytrid. It's scary, and maybe amphibians carry it, but yeah. Hellbenders carry it?
Really?
I don't know. But it's very interesting. If you're a good keeper, you have more. I guess that's true, Kelsey. It's an interesting analogy. I almost got attacked by a squirrel. I kid you not. My friend and I were going to go to the movie theater. I'm pretty sure it was a rabid squirrel. It was like twitching and like crawling on the sidewalk, like some kind of like twisted thriller music video zombie thing. And it would just freeze and turn sideways. And it had like, I don't want to say it really did look like it had foam around the mouth, but you would approach it a bit and it would like creepily like dart towards you sideways, like looking at you. And it was just so sketch. And then we called the Humane Society and they came like with like an animal control. They weren't wearing like a hazmat suit, but they had this thing and they just like took it. It was weird. We didn't, and it was like in a neighborhood with lots of kids. So we stayed around the animal to make sure that it was collected safely. So I've been there, Kelsey. I've been there.
Some would say Don's look death in the eye.
Oh, that I have done.
Oh, that has happened. Avery, what subspecies is my Hermans? I have no idea. All right, dudes. I think that's gonna wrap it up. I think so.
All right.
Been on for like an hour and a bit, so go down here. Yeah. So if anybody has actually stuck through this whole thing, thank you. It's been a marathon. It's been a lot of fun. I guess I'll ask before we end. Do you think that I should start a podcast? And I mean, if Don wants to be a co-host, that's totally putting the pressure on him right now because I haven't literally never mentioned it before. But it would be cool. If not, it'd be interesting to have some people on and chat. So it'd be like this, but
oh, it looks like there's some receptivity here.
Yeah, there is. Okay, well,
that'd be pretty sweet.
Now I have another freaking project bouncing around in my head. Awesome. Yeah, so I want to thank you guys all for watching. Don and I are going to carry on for a little bit here and chat, but really, well, if he has time, I don't know if he has to go or not, but thank you guys all for coming out. It was a lot of fun. I will be doing a live. Oh no, okay. Actually, Don, do you have anything to promote?
No, I mean, hey, I won't toot my horn, but for any of you that aren't familiar with my channel, please feel free to check out Reptiliatus. See if you like any of my videos, and he
because
likes
he's
you.
not tooting his horn, I will. Go check him out. He's got an awesome room of reptiles. He just finally, after being begged for months, made a reptile room tour not too long ago. It's pretty awesome. You guys will enjoy it, surely. I know that if you like this and what's happened tonight and or any of my content, you will surely like his. It's pretty wicked. So go check him out, Reptiliatus, on YouTube and on Instagram.
Yeah, for sure on Instagram.
Yeah. He does go live there occasionally too. Not as much as me, but
No, definitely not. But just here and there.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
thank you very much.
And if we have, I will have I guess. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked the video, drop a like down below. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that, leave it in the comment section. Also, for you guys that are live right now, when this video goes live or on my reptile room tour, comment what you think I should call the podcast. And how's about this? If I choose your name, I will contact you and we can either have like a Skype call. Maybe we can rope Dayyan into it if you guys want to chat with him as well, or some like Facebook call or whatever. Maybe if you know your stuff, you could be on the podcast as well. Just a thought. Just a thought. Don't comment it here. Do not comment it in live chat. Okay. Okay. As for my videos that I'll promote, the Day Gecko video, the unboxing, will go live on Friday, so that will be pretty hype. And then on Sunday, I will be at Jungle Jewel for another live stream. So thank you guys all for coming out. I really appreciate it. Thanks, Dayyan. I mean, these are always fun. And I know Dayyan was actually told by somebody that came into his store to make another one.
Yeah. Someone just came into the shop, was wanting crickets, and then like I had no idea they watched, or no, they were actually they were asking if we sell roaches, and I had to explain to them how they're illegal and everything. But then they said, "Oh, by the way, you and Mike need to do another live stream." And I just was like, "Oh, it was like you watched my YouTube channel and you recognize me, and you want Mike and I to do another live stream." It's like, "Whoa, yeah, for sure. We're planning on it when he's back." So that was cool.
Sweet. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That doesn't happen often, that's for sure.
No, that's awesome. That's wicked. All right. Thanks for watching, you guys. Dayyan and I are heading out. So thanks for watching. See you guys later.
Thank you, everybody. See ya.